Alright, this is audap for you with Final Fantasy 14 online. Continue our game. Before they decide to do maintenance. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our greatest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea. I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer. Meow Ryan. Yeah, whatever. Minfilia is waiting to hear whether or not you will pledge your support for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Sure, yeah, let's do it.
I take it you will help us.
Give me some
Wonderful!
cleavage.
I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
And providing camel toe.
Hello there.
Welcome.
He has camel toe too, but you just can't see it.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings.
Meow.
Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Where can I get mayonnaise?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
That really wasn't an answer to my question, but okay.
The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon. and the immortal flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emulja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, the mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and the spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one another will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amalgina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Thus the Divine Chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstances of the imperiled age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn doth cowering neath the stifling blanket of night. And we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, light which shall pierce the glowing darkness. You're one emo guy. I'm not talking to you again. Ugh. It's like a word salad. I just want a snack, not a whole meal. Tatafu could use an adventure come up and about. I need those. Well, this is pretty. This is a pretty kettle of fish. You'd think Rogadian would be too damn big to get seasick. Oh, adventure. Yes, there. Yes, you there. Looking for work, perchance? Name's Tatafu. I'm a merchant just back from Limsa Lominsa, and I'm in a spot of trouble. Hired this big lug to make the deliveries, but what I got instead were a couple of chum pails badly in need of emptying. Can't let that stop me, though. The Nalai, the fisher out in Crescent Cove, needs what I've got. And through this upchucking good for nothing, it'll be up and about by tomorrow. The Nalai isn't like to stand the weight. game is certainly no shortage of text and information. Everybody's so damn chatty in this game. Cute. Really joining. Isn't here yet. Should be, but isn't. Ah, you've got my delivery. You've got it. The sack's got some heft to it. It sure does. And it should too, being full of soil. What do I do with the soil? Put it in the ground, that's what. The little bag you gave me is filled with seeds. It's time for some farming. Calamity's done made this fish stay away from these waters, so if we don't farm, we don't eat. But before I go running my mouth and near forgetting the business, got the gill for the tafu right here. Tell her I'm much obliged. Swiftly done. Was the fisher satisfied with his bits of land? Ah, the payment is it? I guess he was satisfied. Thank you. Let's see here. Yan, tan, tether, that's everything. Can't really say I feel easy in my mind about this. Fishers have little enough gill as it is without squandering it on Nusky and dirt. Though, what do I know, eh? The farmer in Limsa got it from... I got it from said it'll give the cove's thin soil the boost it needs. So hey, maybe they'll at least have a fighting chance. Got to have hopes, right? Here, there's some leftover receipts for you. If you come into a bit of land in one of those adventuring districts, go on and set up a vegetable patch or two. Go for orange shoes. Is it up here? No idea. doesn't tell you where. It just... I mean, this is like the stupidest hint. Okay. It tells me where he is. He is, it does not tell me where to get the item. Which is not helpful. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. Gates are where? It's not helpful to me. Northern gates, huh? I'm assuming it's in the north. But where? Where in the north? North of there? Full north of the world? Where? I'm going. Man, okay, man. Level 200. Okay. I am Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalgia. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely return. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalgia culprits in all this. You could do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalgia hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama, Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalgia still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalgia seek in this area. Some mongrels. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area to the southeast of here. They attack the locals, livestock, all that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. Hey, are you come to grief, sir? Have you lost someone dear? Ah, I see. Simply another fair adventure come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I have an adventure for you. What say you make the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from my Tregus nannies. We are tending to a wounded man at the inn who's close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Tregus sirloins for what might well be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zoro at the inn. that's just me. That's funny. Go ahead. I'm not in any rush. So, Thanalan is plagued by 7 fewer Mongols, is it? Excellent. I lost my love to a pack of mongrels 3 years past. We were to be wed. We tore him apart. When we finally chased them off, my love was in 7 pieces. Since then, I've asked every adventurer to see pass through here to slay 7 of the beasts. My vengeance is unceasing. If I can spare just one more bride-to-be the suffering I've known, then it shall all be worth it. Please, lower your voice. Business brings you. Nitrogus for wines? I take it Tatusi has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. But I fear you are too late. The man from whom these stakes were meant to succumb to his wounds just moments ago. Pray do not despair. It is peace with Thal now. Thal has sent the good, has seen the good in this day. Problem. Dead, is he? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things pass. The matter is that they do pass. Nothing that passes go unseen by the gods. There's a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them to spare themselves the trouble and cost of a burial. This poor soul at least had a family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. It was just the time to heed Thal's call. Best to let it go and move on. There's business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free, not even death. Okay. Back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye, flowers. To the east of here lie the remains of an enormous godbu, and so many plants sprout around in that you'd think that you found the Black Shroud in the middle of Fanland. Some say that the gubu came down from the mountain at the time of the calamity and carried with him the seeds that became all those plants. But then, all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of ethnic lavender. Sounds simple enough, right? By the gods, a life that's sprouted here. I've never seen anything like it. How could this be? Perhaps it was... Oh, hello. You must forgive me. I was just admiring the plants, taking root about this gubu carcass, and I suppose I forgot myself. But truly, have you ever seen such lovely flowers? I wager that not even the wealthiest Uldans could claim to have laid their eyes on them like before. Please, I beg of you. Do not let these beauties out of my sight, but their soil is parched and the plants wilting. We can fetch you some muddy spring water from the pond to the west. Please tell me you've got the water. It would be a travesty to lose this phenomenon. Perfect. This will quench the root's thirst nicely, but I fear this is not all I must ask of you. The pedestal stems are covered with milking eggs. Should they hatch, the larvae will devour every last leaf, petal, and stern. Please, remove any eggs that you find. Well done again, friend. I dare say we have stayed another disaster, but our job is not yet finished. Zephyr clouds still lurk among the undergrowth. If left unchecked, they will undoubtedly infest the plants with their eggs once more. Here, this sting brew is sure to bring the beast out of hiding. Pour it over any thick bramble you see, and slay whatever comes forth. Guys just stand around anymore. Sure. What more can I say to express my gratitude? Through your efforts, this exceptional bit of greenery will enjoy many more vibrant days. As a botanist from Britannia, I have the opportunity to study plants the realm over, yet I cannot claim to have seen such a verdure before. I am convinced that what we see before us sprouted from the good blue's death. There is a certain beauty to it all, no? A remarkable discovery. I can't wait to finish up my research and take word back to the guildmaster of Fucha. Well, Yamurai, have you found my pretty cozies? Aha, gorgeous. Well done, well done. I know not what's in that rotting goopy carcass, but it makes for the loveliest damn flowers I ever laid eyes on. When it comes to offerings, they say the rarer the flower, the happier the dead. And Baltic lavender is not rare. I'm saving these to turn a pretty profit when the next burial is held at the liquor jar. It's good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. Thank you. Now then, what of Anagio? Do you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalthea remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. Since there's more to that than meets the eye. The occasional Mahjong raiding party would not account for the people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless traverse past through the dry bone every day, and even if it were among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Find out. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. Well, forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Uncust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not likely to speak. He's over there. This small ass town. God, well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ulda. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, needs help. Where's Isambard? Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard-earned labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. Let's get that out. Please, sir, just leave me be. I've nothing to say but this. Thou'll take who, or whatever's been feeding off us lowfolk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Really articulate. Such a jerk. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved onto a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Miamurai. Have you learned aught of import? See, I suppose I should have expected as much from Uncust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. It's more like to learn what you get from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak to the gods, we've no better place than to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Landama. It's a small and humble church found in the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, you might as well, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends to the graves in the churchyard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Walking around with the body in my knapsack. Just like real life. I am Marquis, yes? A body? Of course. There. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the bridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Okay. So much for a burial. Buried without a burial. Oh wait, was it going to do something? Okay. There you go, I turned them into rocks. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What, missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I do not know why, though. Pardon me. You'll find Sister Orson in the church walls. Or whatever it is. What? Another person? Oh my god. If you've done us a service by burying a fallen soul, please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill benefits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis and soon. You want? Esmore needs an exterminate at the Church of St. Adama. You have troubled yourself to come this way. I wonder if it might not be trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lichyard here. The scent of death's decay draws blowfly swarms, which are unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pertinent swarms, and the church will be in your debt. Get out of there. As your hands with the order's work. We got. Be welcome to the Church of St. Adama Landama. I am Sister Errol. I gather you are on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help tend the lichyard while you are here with us? The graves are here far outnumber we who keep them. Alone we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up the old offerings currently lying about outside? I made note of at least 6 during my last rounds through the yard. Easy experience. Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread the pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the mourning. For the time being, at least, the grieved can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. God bless you. Nope. Nope. Money it is. We're able to gather the old offerings? Thank you. Would that there were naught else to be done, I would see to collecting the weathered vases, urns, and ewers before long. The dead sleep soundly in their tidy graves. I have no shortage of work to offer, should you care to take it. Speak to me again whenever you feel so compelled. You're one of them venture folks, ain't you? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I'd like to make a tombstone for my kid sister, what passed, you see. But I ain't got the gil to get it done. I hear there's nice rocks for the taking a ways from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no wild beasts or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud marble. She would have liked that. Crops right up out of the ground to the east of here, they say. If you can find a bit and see it to Brother Esmore, me and the sis would be ever so grateful. So you wish to honor the dead once more. Excellent. Make offerings of these Minia lilies at some of the simpler graves in the Lichard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the Lichard that I would have you attend to. And remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pray the proper respect with each of the bundled lilies. You're all they have. Oops. Have you business here again, friend? Cloud marble? To make a tombstone for Yardud's sister? That boy is nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped, and losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marbles used as Edard's wishes. Once more, you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the Lichard was a small, humble plot, but all that changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple despite its size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority for the Order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to bury or be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see the offerings our piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray that sweet fragrance you delivered grants some modicum of relief from their lonely solitude, even if for a short while. God, you adventurers for sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. I'm gonna stay here at the church for a bit and help out. Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. I'll mean more to my sis if I do what I can on my own. Brother Esmore and Sister Ariel are good folk too. They say I don't need no guild to bury my sis here, but I know how it works. I'll take coin to send her over to Thal proper. 29. Wait, there's still some. There's still more? Oh, it's the other quest. So I can finish out, or at least start finishing out the guild quest. Tomorrow. Already played enough today as it is. Thank you, Marmarai. Apparel is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Marmarai? A pleasure, my dear Esambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I could care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in the service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds are done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good sister Orsian herself. Orsian? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even those beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you wouldn't be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Litchkeep Marquis, I swear to the 12, I've seen that face elsewhere before. This sounds concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orsian's integrity. Sister Orsian? It cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek the boy, Miamurai, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orsian's activities. today. Anyway, this is audap, watching Final Fantasy 14 Online Stormblood. Blood of Storm. Stormblood. That's one of those. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.